It's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week 1 of the NFL preseason. Calvin Austin now from his own end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. He's going to test this secondary right away. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Back to the air again on 2nd. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. It's the linebacker, E.J. Speed.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Quick throw, taken in. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Schultz is the motion man. On 2nd down, Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And the Texans are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. A gain there of 13 yards. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he's into the end zone. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Jaylen Warren is a guy that I really like. And when you look back to last year, he wasn't really a starter even for much of the season. They used him primarily in the passing game where he finished with 61 catches, top 5 in the NFL for all running backs.
They put Pickens in motion. They'll throw out of the gun. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he will score. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Going for it all. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Patterson now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They put Pickens in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Now the veteran, it's Cordero Patterson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Bronco.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get that one to Patterson, complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here we go. Set.
The motion man here is Woods. He'll look to throw. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and
that's over the middle and intercepted. And And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Schultz is the motion man. A man acquired by trade in the offseason, it's Joe Mixon. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he will go all the way. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans will take a 21-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Patterson now to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable.
He gets free. Still going. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 77 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have it.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On first down, it's Stroud. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A dive and a catch. Incredible. And the Texans have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. A 1st down there. Gain of 14 yards. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. They'll send him over to the left. And he's in. Touchdown, Texans. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. Fairbairn able to add the extra point. And the Texans have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Set up. Come 19, come 19.
Putting the tight end in motion. Rudolph looking to throw. He finds Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And on this 1st down, it's Johnson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
19 tight, 1979 Bronco. 70 Ranger, 70, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Come 19, come 19. Set go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And he will score. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers are back to within 7. It's 28-21. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. This one complete to Jordan. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Stroud. That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. And here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it at about the 8. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. On play action, Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Two incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver, and once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Braxton Berrios to bring it out of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll go play action with Stroud. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow. The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Stroud. He'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half.
Chris Boswell, he kicks off for Pittsburgh.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, Stroud. That'll be taken in by Pierce. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Tight end going in motion here. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Houston. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. To throw is Rudolph. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready. 79 Bronco. 70 range. 60 Bobcat. 618 Pioneer.
Now Rudolph. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
19 Lion. Trap 60. Trap 18 Rapper. 18 Rapper.
Throwing, Rudolph. A pass taken in by Johnson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Ready.
Here's Rudolph. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Austin brought in motion.
7 Pirate. 7 Pirate.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Go.
Back to throw is Rudolph. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process. For a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try to run for it with Johnson. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
2nd and 7. Rudolph looking to throw. He's got Parham, his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Third and 5.
Let's go now. Mustang 19.
Rudolph. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On the carry, it's Pierce. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got it at the 7. And he will score again. Touchdown, Texans. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone.
The kick is good. Makes the score Texans 45. Steelers 31. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Austin now to return this. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, set.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the big tight end, Parham. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson, and that is incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target, and it's going to lead to fourth down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on downs. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Pierce. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Houston. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
His kick is good. Next to score, Texans 52, Steelers 31. Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Austin now to return this. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's a give to Pierce. Oh, yeah. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. field. It's Wilson. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw yet again. That's deep for the back of the end zone. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's going to be intercepted. And the Texans will take over here just past the 30.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. First and 10.
Cup 19, Cup 19, go! Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw is Rudolph. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Rudolph. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Here we go, here we go. 18 Pioneers. 19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. Check, hurt, hurt. Street, go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now, faking the give. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
In motion now, it's Collins. Stroud to throw here on first down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right. And this call will stand. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. In motion now, it's Collins. They'll throw now 3rd and forever. Going up top. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Tracking 60.
Throwing, Rudolph. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here we go. One final play. That's to the sideline and taken in by Wilson. So it's a win for the visiting Texans as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.